Back it up.
Hello guys, it's OpenSimmer here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today guys, I am back with another Sims 3 tips video. Today is part 12 and today guys, I am going to be showing you how to use the Nrass saver mod. Now before I begin this tutorial, I just want to say that I currently have a tonsillitis actually. I'm just literally in the corner here. But yeah, it is clearing up luckily. That's better. But yeah, luckily it is clearing up. But however, I still have a bit of a funny voice. So if I sound weird or anything, that is why. But guys, today guys, I am going to be showing you how to use this mod, the Nrass saver. We're back to Nrass again. I think we've used it. No, we didn't use it in the last tutorial. I'm also currently pre-recording this, so yeah. But what does the Nrass saver mod, you're asking, does? Well, it does. It actually pretty much, it kind of makes a rotational save, and I will explain it later, like in cycles of 4 or whatever you want to set it to, which I'll show you how to do that later. And it will ask you to save more every 30 minutes if you have it set at default, which I have it set at default. Sorry. But yeah, it'll allow you to save every 30 minutes. This was originally made when error code 12 was a thing. Now I know it isn't as much as a thing anymore, but back in the day it was pretty much a thing. A lot of people got affected. If you know what error code 12 was, I will maybe leave a link to a video down in the description kind of explaining it more. But what it does, well pretty much it is when you go ahead and try and save, you will get an error saying, oh, something like, it says over error code 12, but I'm not sure what it says because I haven't had it, but, sorry, but pretty much you lose all your save data until the last time you saved. Now there are a couple of temporary ways to fix it. However, this is kind of a way to was originally to get around with it. I know it's pretty much not usual now these days. It's pretty much back on the generations patch when like the memories were there. When they added memories. It isn't an issue anymore, so yeah. But yeah, pretty much what it does is it makes a save of cycles of 4 or whatever you set it to. And you know, you can save every 30 minutes automatically. Well, it will pop up but you say yes. Say yes, and I'll show you how to use it. But yeah. What you'll need is this mod here, of course, and for it to work. If you're allowed to install mods, I will leave a card up on the top right corner. And I'm going to go ahead and go into game. Once you've had that installed, I'm going to go ahead and go into game and show you how to use it. So I will be back once I'm in game. So I'll see you then. Okay guys, you can see I am back in game with my current household. Well, I'm not exactly in there, but I just want to explain to you, this is what the layout will look like once this is installed and you've used it after a little bit. And this will be the layout. It's really useful now. I have mine a lot of support. I'll show you how to do that. It's actually at default, but also my other save, the Lombardies, which I haven't played for a long while. Maybe I'll play it soon again. But yeah, that's pretty much how it's laid out. I will show you how it works. I'll show you the settings and all that once we get into the game and how to get to them. So I will be back once I load up the save and I can show you how to, like, the settings in general. So I'll see you then. Okay guys, I am now back in game and you can see that I am going to be using my current household save just to explain this to you guys today and showing you how to get to the options. It's really easy to do and I hope you will find this helpful. But if you want to, really I don't recommend messing with the options. At the moment it's like left at the right time. I tried to record this earlier but then Then I noticed then I didn't have my record software on, so yeah. Anyway, just to show you guys, there's 2 ways of doing this. Getting to the menu, the Nrass saver menu settings. The easiest way and the most efficient way if you have a computer is to click on it. Go to more, or you may see it, and go to Nrass and click on saver. Now, there are a lot of options here, but I'm not going to do it that way. But pretty much it's the same way, pretty much. Or what you can go ahead and do is go to City Hall in your town. So for example, here's the City Hall, etc. If you don't have a computer, and then you'll see the Nrass shops in here, and you'll see the completely same menus before. And then click on Saver. Now, the first thing we're going to go into is General. Now, there's a couple of options here. Mainly, I wouldn't recommend messing with them, but I'll explain them to you. The very first one is number of save cycles. Now, I would recommend leaving this at default. 4 is pretty decent for whenever you want to save your game. I recommend leaving it at 4. Now, pause on load. You can do that if you really like to. I have it enabled, so. And it's just really useful. Let's say if you go down for dinner, let's say you went ahead and load up your save, and then you went for dinner or something like that, or went to have dinner, and you come back about 30 minutes later, and then if you have the gameplay running, let's say if you didn't have the mod installed, the game would start running, and then all of a sudden your sim is dead or whatnot. It just isn't like useful that way. But if you have this enabled, when you come back, it will be paused, and you can go ahead and continue from there. Pause on save. You can have this enabled as well, which I've also. It's pretty much like you're going to save the game. It pauses it for you. Really useful. A prompt in build and buy mode. Now, this is only really useful for builders. Sorry, I'm speaking a bit too close to the mic just to see these options. But you can have this enabled if you really like to. I have it enabled as well. Very useful when you want to build, of course. And then the last one is not what I would recommend recommend. Don't have it enabled, but you can do this. Switch to map mode when saving. I don't have that enabled, but if you like that enabled, go ahead and enable it. Now, if you've done with some of those options, go ahead and say accept. But there's a couple of other things I want to show you as well. You can also reset the options of the mod, so whatever you tend to set it to, you can reset them. They're the same methods as the next thing. There's 3 options here. You can do it from real time, which I have it set at the moment at default. You can do it by hour. So if I go by hour, it will ask me what hour of the day you want to save. Now this will be at default set to 5, but I've set it to 0. I recommend if you want to do that, set it to 0, so it saves at midnight for you. So yeah, and then the last one. Option is sim time. Now this will save also every day, but it's kind of like 24 hours later. Now what I am going to do is I am going to do it by real time. And if you do it by real time, you can set how many minutes you want it to save. Now this is not always 100% accurate, but I always have it set to 30 because that's how many every minute I really need it set to. So that is pretty much all the settings of the mod. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is go off screen and do some gameplay until it prompts me to save, and I will be back once it has prompted me, and I will see you then. Guys, it's just it gave me the prompt to save. So what you'll notice that it's changed the number from 1 to 2, as if you may have noticed earlier. If you go all the way back to when I showed you how it was laid out. How it was laid out. I showed you that it's laid out towards the 4, and that's how I had it set up just earlier. But yeah, it's gonna ask me to save. What you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and say yes, and alright if the save already exists. Now for me, if the first time it will not pop up for you. I will go on so on until the cycle is finished. So until it gets to number 4, and then it goes back to 1 again. So this is gonna save for me. This can take 2 to 5, maybe a minute actually. It's very quick though. That's what I do know about this mod. Now maybe much slower here on the screen because I'm recording, but this will only take about a minute or 2 at most to get this saved up. And you're gonna see in a minute it should be finished. Now of course when I am actually recording, it doesn't really run that well, the game. I don't know why. When I run it off screen, I get maybe averaging around 50 FPS. And then when I record, I lose a lot of that FPS, and then I only have about averaging around 30. So I really don't know. I actually don't understand why I lose FPS, but you're gonna see hopefully now in a minute this should finish up. I'll come back when it's finished, guys, and I'll see you then. Okay, guys, it's just finished saving now. That took a little minute or so, but yeah, once it's finished, you are there now. However, if you want to go ahead and save yourself, okay? So let's say you only wanted to play for 20 minutes, for example, then go somewhere else. Or you're playing for maybe 2.5 hours or something. It doesn't ask you to save it, and you want to play a couple more minutes and then save up again. To do this, you will just go ahead and go into the menu here and do save as and change the number. Now, you have to do it manually. Unfortunately, it doesn't change it automatically. And then, in my case, I will change it from 2 to 3. Now, I'm not going to do it because I've already made it save. And anyway, we're going to finish up the gameplay, so yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope this tutorial was really useful. I showed you how to use this mod. I hope it was really useful. I hope you start excuse me. I hope you do start using it. It's really, really useful. I recommend it personally. But yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy it. Please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next YouTube video. Goodbye.